I'm very happy that my book, Core Questions in Philosophy, is now published in Persian. I want to thank Reza Ya'qoubi for translating the book into Persian and Kergden for publishing Reza's translation. I could not check Reza's translation myself, as unfortunately I don't speak Persian, but my correspondence with Reza convinces me that his excellent grasp of English and his sensitivity to philosophical nuance have permitted him to do an excellent job of translating. I'm told by my colleague and friend Farid Masroor that Kergden means rhinoceros. I'm curious as to why this name was chosen for that publishing company. I began working on Core Questions in Philosophy in the late 1980s. This was after I had published two works in philosophy of biology, The Nature of Selection and Reconstructing the Past. I thought that it might be a good idea for me to take the lectures I had been giving over many years in the introductory course I was teaching to undergraduates and turn those lectures into a book. I took up this new project in part because I was worried that I had no other book project in mind. What would I do with my time, I wondered, if I have nothing to work on? The intended audience for the course and for the book was students who had never studied philosophy. The course that I was teaching was and is still called Philosophy 101. There is no lower number in the philosophy department's course catalog in Madison. In teaching this course, I found that philosophy of religion was a good place to begin. Students already have opinions about the subject, and they have heard some of the philosophical arguments for and against the existence of God. In addition to beginning with a subject that was both interesting and familiar to students, starting the course with philosophy of religion was a good context for introducing ideas from elementary logic. For example, the concept of deductive validity, the idea that sentences and arguments have a property called logical form, and a few ideas about non-deductive reasoning. In ordinary life, the word argument suggests the idea of anger and conflict. In philosophy, an argument is an object of interest, something to be discussed and evaluated, and maybe even enjoyed. Another guiding idea for me in teaching my introductory course was that students should be encouraged to disagree with what they read in books, and also to disagree with what they hear from their teachers. Teachers can encourage this by putting this critical approach to work in their own teaching, by disagreeing with the books they teach, and also disagreeing with each other. Many years ago, I taught a course with Ronald Numbers, who was a historian of science interested in the relationship of science and religion. The name of the course was Darwin and Darwinism. The students were amazed to hear Ron and me disagreeing with each other. This was educational for them, but it was also fun for the two of us. Let me close where I began. Thank you, Reza, and thank you, Kergden. And for the rest of you, I hope that my book will be useful to the teaching of philosophy in Iran.